G'day, John Canny here. Well, we're continuing our trip far north Queensland in Australia, and we have a bit of fun down by the river, do a little bit of fishing, and I get myself into a bit of strife over the fuel I'm carrying. Can't get it into the car. Anyway, we have a lot of fun, so here we go. So these roads run through cattle stations, so cattle are roaming basically wild on the land around here and across the road, so you need to keep an eye out for stock. But the road's pretty flat, and at this stage the road is really good. They will get a lot of rain soon, and this road that we're on now, which is pretty much perfect to drive on, although I'm wary that it's not going to stay this way, becomes impassable once it gets wet. But at the moment we've got a beautiful day. We've got cattle, we've got horses over the other side, wild horses out there as well. A few kangaroos hopping across the road here and there. But just a pleasant, beautiful drive at the moment. It's pretty rough here. We're doing 82 kilometers an hour, and I must say it's pretty comfortable in the car considering how bad this road is. So we're sitting up here at Ineos Crossing. Beautiful spot, but also time for a cold beer. I think we've earned it today. Cold beer. Well, it's morning, it's time, 7 o'clock, and the sun is rising on our beautiful camp spot here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of crocodiles in this river, and we can't swim, but it'd be a beautiful spot to be swimming. did do a little fishing last night and managed to snare myself a reasonable sized barramundi, which is in the fridge. So that'll be dinner tonight. But we've got our camp set up here, and I've just got a bit of a fire going there. So we'll be having breakfast shortly. We're about well, let's just say we're about 350 kilometres east of Normanton, 250 kilometres east of the Gulf. But wow, beautiful spot. Couldn't ask for anything more. All you can hear is crackling of the fire and the birds. Got a bit of a river crossing to deal with here this morning. Got to go across this river, so we'll see how we go. Okay, here's the crossing. I have to walk it first. Out you go.
It's only empty route. It's a mighty river though.
Certainly is. So at the moment we're doing a bit of surgery here.
And we're fixing up my Crocs.
Because Leo's bought Crocs that unfortunately are a size too small. So, seeing there's no Croc shops here, I'm doing a bit of surgery because apart from these pair of Crocs, Leo's got a pair of thin thongs. And they're not so good.
Yeah,
and a pair of desert boots.
And
a pair of desert boots. So
surgery on the Crocs.
Surgery on the Crocs.
How brilliant is that?
To remove the offending toe piece, and we might be able to manage with a pair of Crocs that are a couple of sizes too small. Now this could be a new invention.
Look at that, John. How good is that?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I want you to
try them on.
Try them on.
Oh,
no sore toe now.
No sore toe. Look at that.
Oh, mate, solved the problem. All right, let's pack up. Let's pack up and I'll get out of here.
I might just leave them on.
Well, yeah. Granny's going to get his feet wet for the first time. Let's go. Just over 3,000 kilometres in the Grenadier now, and not one hint of a problem at this stage. So going really well. Just cruising along. We've been averaging about 80 kilometres an hour on this pretty rough old road, and we're showing 17.5 litres per 100. The footrest is not bothering me at all, to be honest. I've got quite used to the driving position, so I don't have a problem with that. Would like a couple of things in the cabin that are a bit annoying. There's not much storage space in the cabin, and there's not many electrical outlets if you want to plug things in, and we've got lots of things to plug in. Where's our next stop? You're thinking, Leo?
Drummed off.
Drummed off.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. Considering the roughness of this road, it's a pretty comfortable ride, isn't it?
Very comfortable.
Okay, we've got a car coming, or a motorbike. We haven't seen anyone trouble us for a while.
No, not a motorbike anyway. Now I want you to slow down anyway because there's something here that I don't know what it is.
There's something, but you don't know what it is.
And
Okay.
Map says, no, we've just passed it already, so forget it. We're gone.
Okay. Well, whatever that was that you don't know what it was, we missed it. As we travel along here, there's large pockets of bull dust, so they're like big holes with just filled with a fine powdery dust, and they're really hard to see. But when you hit them, it's like going in. There's a dead kangaroo. When you hit them, it's like going into a huge pothole. So the interesting thing now is that we noticed that I've dropped down to 16.8 litres per 100 kilometre on the screen here. It's a road train, so we just let him go past. Okay, so we'll wait till the dust clears a bit because we can't see much. Okay, now we're having a look at the crossing that got washed away here across the river. So this is where you could get across here. So it looks like they're starting to do some work to repair it here. Certainly can't get across there at the moment. I love to go fishing in there. So our fuel is showing on the gauge about half full, but the range is only 130 kilometres and it's turned orange. So I think we can get fuel at up the road here at Dunbar. Otherwise we'll be going to our jerry cans that we've got on the back. Road's pretty bad here. It's not just the corrugations every now and then we come again a bit of a guts or against a big ditch or a big hole in the road. It's full of bull dust but you can't see. We've got a remaining range of 112 which hasn't changed for 15 kilometres. So if we did have 43%, we'd have what, about 40 litres maybe, a rough term. It doesn't work out, does it?
No.
Any idea of a distance? Because we're running out of fuel.
No.
No.
Got plenty of fuel.
Depends which number you look at.
We've got 40.
Yeah, well we got 40% on one gauge and 90 odd kilometres.
Where you was there before, Chris, I've maybe tapped the big rock there. Okay.
So we found ourselves a little spot by the Stratton River. There's a few of these big billabongs around, as you can see over there. There's another big one over the back, and the river is over a little further. But typical Australian bush, this part of the country. These things here are termite mounds. They get much bigger than this one, but there's plenty of them, as you can see, but certainly hot, showing about, say, 35 maybe. None of this water is safe to swim in, the river or any of these billabongs. It's crocs around here. We just had a stop to refuel, and well, we're carrying 80 litres of fuel, and we certainly need additional fuel. But unfortunately, to my surprise, I left the clip-on funnel nozzle that goes on the jerry cans at home. So I got a little stressed when I realised I had nothing to put the fuel from the jerry can into the car, into the Grenadier. Fortunately, Leo came up with a great idea. We used a drink bottle, and as you'll see, I'll just show you what we did. Okay, Leo.
You stand on there.
Yeah, I need to hold it. Take the weight up, take it until we get it tilted.
Hang on just a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
Okay, so we got the fuel in with minimal spillage. And there's our improvised funnel, because I left the proper funnel at home. I've got everything else. So we've got a drink bottle, cut the top off it, cut a bit of hose off, put it in there, taped it up. Virtually didn't spill, a couple of drops, but not much. Otherwise, how would we have got the fuel into the tank? Whoa! I'll heat that. Just a bit of water and detergent just to get that little bit of spillage off the guard there. We're in business. Back on the road.